Shio Ramen Shinka over in Machida is considered to be one of the best places to get Shio Ramen in the whole of Japan. And their second store is visiting us at Ramen Walker Kitchen this week. What makes their main store and their second store different is primarily the noodles. In their main store they use straight noodles, but in their second store they use Temomi noodles. Now Temomi, remember, means hand pressed, so what you can expect from that noodle is a more springier noodle with your slurp. And here we are, the deluxe Shio Ramen by Shio Ramen Shinka second. So let's get straight into the broth and try it out. Ooh. Wow! This Shio Ramen by Shinka did everything right. The broth had hints of both chicken and fish and was perfectly salted. To achieve the bouts of flavors, the broth was made with 20 types of dried fish, including bonito and mackerel. Both chicken bones and whole chicken were also included. Each of these blended with the umami richness of kombu to melt into a delicious salt broth, which I loved throughout. The Temomi noodles were excellent. The springiness brought out a beautiful flavor in the broth. These noodles were springy but on the softer side, making them very easy and enjoyable to eat. Onto the toppings. I again went with the deluxe bowl this week, which offered 2 slices of pork belly char siu and 3 slices of chicken thigh char siu. Both of these meats were wonderful, with the pork belly having a roasted flavouring and even had essences of chicken which I felt were absorbed from the soup directly. However, the chicken char siu really blew me away. When it comes to chicken char siu, this is exactly what I look for. It was flavoured wonderfully, extremely juicy and exceptionally tender. Often when I go to ramen stores that have chicken as a topping, I can feel somewhat disappointed by the chicken. Sometimes it's too dry or very plain and lacks the quality of pork char siu, but this ticked every box and personally exceeded the pork char siu as well as my expectations. The bowl also featured a salt-flavoured egg and some bamboo shoots. When mixing the soup into the egg, it emphasized both the egg and the broth. If I had one critique, I would say that I personally wouldn't have added the bamboo shoots. They didn't quite match the heights of the rest of the bowl, but it didn't affect my overall enjoyment of the bowl. If you want to try this bowl, you can visit one of Shio Ramen Shinka's stores over in Machida in Tokyo. If you like the classic straight thin noodles, you can get them at the main store, but if you want to try the Temomi noodles, which I do recommend, be sure to check out the Shio Ramen Shinka second store for their evolution of the famous bowl. The reason to try this bowl is the chicken and the broth.
塩ラーメン進化セカンドの関口です。よろしくお願いします。当店は塩ラーメン専門店でして、厳選された食材と塩を厳選しまして、美味しい塩ラーメンをあっさりとした塩ラーメンを提供しております。ぜひ多くのお客様、海外のお客さんにもぜひ食べていただきたいのでいらしてください。よろしくお願いします。塩ラーメンっていうなかなか塩ラーメン専門店ってあんまりないので、あんまり食べる機会も少ないと思うので、ぜひうちで食べていただけるともっとラーメンの幅が広がるかと思います。よろしくお願いします。